Today's episode of Pautzke Outdoors was a short one. By short, we mean less than 2 hours. I think we spent more time hiking to get to this spot than we did fishing. And nobody told us, hey guys, even though it's almost April here in the state of Ohio, this is springtime and get ready for another snowstorm. We got hit with about an hour and a half blast of snow that none of us were prepared for. As you can see, Joe, he's just wearing a sweatshirt. But what that snow did is kind of, push the crowds away. We went to an area that obviously we're not naming in this video, and we're not naming it because for obvious reasons, it's a small tributary. It's not something that can sustain the pressure. But that snow allowed us to blanket and keep this area a secret while we walked through and did extremely well on 2 baits in an hour.
Back in the ditch water, baby. Thousands of steelhead in this spot. But, oh no!
Did he take you under the log?
Tried to. Almost felt like I was up in Michigan for a minute. Getting nightmares of the timbers. It's third bite here in probably like 2 minutes. A lot of fishing. So many fish in this creek, Chris, but the problem is that there's really no water. So you gotta, what do we have to walk, a mile?
Yeah, we gotta find a hole.
3 or 4 foot of water.
Got him.
There you go.
Holy, small creek, quality fish.
We're in this little tiny creek, man, and look at the size of this fish. This is no bigger than basically the drain water that comes off the highways on the side. It is absolutely gorgeous.
Oh man, did you just bolt under that log? Can you pull him out?
Trying.
Got him. You got him. That's what 5 decades of steelhead fishing does to you, Big Mike. Shows you how to pull them out. Right there, we got our net, man. Look at that, folks. Small stream. I'm assuming that's a downer. Is it?
Yeah, it looks like it's
Looks like it's a downer, drop back. And you know what?
Here's what I know, folks. Joe ordered up a snowstorm in a couple weeks into spring because people are saying, oh, these guys, they're gonna spot burn. They hammer us on the internet. You can't spot burn. Everything's covered. There's no snow. We hiked in 2 miles to get to this spot. So if you know where we are right now, hey, that's great for you guys. Come on out here, enjoy the resource. We have no idea where we are other than we're in the state of Ohio right now,
Catching beautiful steelhead like this one right here.
that more importantly, Joe and Big Mike are gonna put back so you guys could come enjoy catching them as well. Right in that back saddle again.
Trying to get him up and on there, Chris. It's such a small little area. Trying to control a 6-8 pound steelhead, man, it's a little easier said than done. I'm trying to get him up out of this hole.
He's wrapped on himself now. Free. Folks, if Big Mike stands on this log, we are gonna film it. Because it may be more exciting than catching this steelhead. Just like that.
Guys, look at this absolutely beautiful fish. Nice big tail. Gorgeous fish. Fresh, just came in. And guys, right now, we're nowhere close. We're nowhere even close to the mouth of the river. Take a look at this fish. Absolutely gorgeous. Look at the colors on this thing. Braxel fire eggs have been on absolute fire. I'm dipping them in, fire gel as far as the shrimp I've been using. It is just absolutely gorgeous. Look at the pinks in the jaws of this fish.
All right, so we're gonna talk a little gear tech because we're not bringing out our good camera right now. It's too wet, it's too crappy.
What kind of reel is that?
This is what's called a Centerpin. The name of it is actually an Adcock Stanton. It's a reel that's been around for a super, super long time. Okay. You've probably seen it in a couple other videos, but it's something that's been around a long time. Now, it's not all pretty and fancy like some of these other ones get.
But does it work?
Absolutely.
There you go.
I can't tell you how many fish, Chris, I've caught in the last 20 years on this reel.
And this is a Sheffield rod, I'm assuming it says?
Yeah, this is a Sheffield DR2. Again, this is one of those $200 jobs. You don't need something that breaks the bank to be able to land fish. You see we're turning them off of this log, right? So, I mean, it is important to make sure that you have something that has a lot of backbone and also has pretty sensitive tip, and that's what this basically gives us.
Now, what pound test and what kind of line is this?
So we're using 14-pound main line and 4-pound test fluorocarbon, right? Now sometimes I was running a tandem bead. Since we've been at this other spot, I haven't run a tandem bead at all. Just really the trout, premium trout eggs have been working great. Got a couple on Boraxo fire, but that seemed to shut off. So I'm happy that I tied multiple different types of eggs here because it's really turned it on. And like I said, I've been dipping them. And you guys will see when I do my gag bag video here coming up soon that you'll see what I do. I actually put a little bit of the fire gel in the middle of the net before I set the egg in there. Gives it that extra little smell. Egg gives it all the milking that we need, but it's also been something that's been extremely productive for me this year.
And you did say that is a size 8 hook.
Yep.
What type of hook is it?
I
mean a style?
Yeah, just a regular shank hook that you have here. It's got a little bit of a twist to it. A little bit of a beveled, top there. But to me, I mean, it seems like it's something that's actually, perfect for what we're doing here.
Got a lot of energy, Big Mike. You just do whatever you gotta do, I'll get out of your way. Looks like Joe's down there getting ready to return the favor, we hope, because that thing is right in the lip. Okay, he's back out. We're in a good spot now. Here we go. Folks, there it is. He tried to take Big Mike into the tree. Big Mike showed him why his name is Big Mike. There it is.
Another nice steelhead here on some premium trout eggs. Atlas Mike pink spawn sacks. Beautiful fish, going back for another day.
So Chris, after that last big fish that we had here, I've thrown here about a dozen times with Boraxo fire eggs. I can't get the fish to fire. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna switch it up. Like I often talk about in our videos and our different things as far as that goes, is always change things up, have multiple different types of eggs. So I'm gonna put some Pautzke trout eggs on, and I'm gonna take the secret sauce, fire gel shrimp. I'm gonna take it, and I'm just gonna rub it in there. Be gentle, because you don't wanna break any eggs as far as putting it in there wise, right? So I put it on this red hook. I'm gonna throw it into this hole, see if I can't change my luck here.
What size hook are you using?
Size 8 today. Red hook is what I'm using. Again, guys, remember, I love red. So let's take a look and see if we can't change our luck here and pop a fish.
So I don't even know if I'm gonna pay attention right now, because whenever he's been up here, we haven't seen much success. And I hope I'm proven wrong by these steelhead, but typically not until they get back there where you guys saw the battle ensue have we got many bites. So let's see what happens. Hopefully they'll prove me wrong and we'll get a bite before then. But remember, he basically just walked in that hole 30 seconds ago to get that fish out of underneath that tree. So it may take a while to get them to start biting again. No!
Oh, there it was.
Oh!
There it was.
Wow.
See, that little bit, Chris, that little bit of difference triggered a bite. Just instantly like that.
I don't know if it was the trout eggs or the shrimp or the combination of them both, but folks, you saw us not stop the camera right there. There's your bag, okay? There's the same red hook. We might just have to try that all over again. Round 2,
all right, guys,
round 2.
Back at it.
If it ain't broken, don't fix it, is what they
Just
tell
put
me.
another one on there. You can see distinctly the little red dots inside of these eggs. You know that they're the premium trout eggs. Here's the shrimp again. As soon as we did that, the first drift, we had a bite. So I'm gonna just go ahead and get some more shrimp on there. Now I know it's all nasty. You can see it right on there. Chris, give it a taste. Tastes like shrimp? Smells like it, you ain't tasting it.
As long as it's not herring you're trying to get me to smell. The anise is my favorite. The anise is definitely my favorite. All right, so let's see what happens here. You guys seen this just play out a minute ago. We're gonna see if, uh-oh. Here we go, now we got our drift going. So there's the float out there. Keep an eye on that little orange thing floating in the water for those of you watching at home. I'm gonna back up a little bit so when he swings, I don't lose it. But we're getting into, there it is right there.
Oh my gosh, again.
Lightning struck twice, folks. 2 times in a row. Hey, but we did hook up on that tree right back there.
Nice
Folks,
little tree.
Welcome to Ohio, where in the winter you can catch steelhead and trees.
One after another again.
you know what? Joe had so much confidence in the Baraxophyre. When he switched to the trout eggs, he was nervous about switching it up. And guess what, folks? This is 3 in a row.
Yeah, 3 out of 5 drifts.
Big Mike just let one go. You can see this one is on a chartreuse bag.
Look at that.
Another, my gosh.
Oh, so like I was telling you guys, you know, I'm always big on Baraxophyre, right? So I started to use trout eggs. I use premium trout eggs. I'm dipping it in shrimp fire gel. Been dipping it, you know, in garlic fire gel. And these fish really have turned back on.
As you can see, these fish in this little tributary are big. That means they're going back out to Lake Erie when we release them after we take our quick pictures. Now the fish came on primarily 2 baits. We didn't catch any bead fish at all, which we thought this was bead season. We'll do very well. Now, Joe used his mini gag bags of Baraxophyre. Big Mike focused on trout eggs, and then when the Baraxophyre stopped working, Joe switched over to the trout eggs, and guess what? They continued to work. It was an interesting pattern here where it was up and down barometers. It was a different world today, you know. And all of a sudden tomorrow they said it's going to be 60. So it just shows you spring steelhead can give you so many different faces. Now come out here like we did and bring the shrimp fire gel. I think Joe used about a half of a jar, which I thought takes a good month or 2 to use. But when we put that on the spawn sacks, these Atlas Mike's netting, you know, it's very interesting. Joe tells us he only uses red magic thread. Some of you guys use white. That's the #1 color out here. He only uses red, and it works for him. And I think most of our fish today came on pink and chartreuse, if not all of them, 4x4 netting. Now, most of you guys use 3x3. Hey, he uses 4x4. There's no right or wrong answer there. But what's important is get on out there this spring, enjoy tributary fishing here on Lake Erie, and make sure you have a good time, just like we did in about an hour of fishing. Pautzke products are available at sporting goods stores near you. If you can't find the specific color, size that you want, make sure to go to Pautzke.com. And as a thank you for watching Pautzke Outdoors, we're going to show you a coupon code to be used for 10% off your next order.